Hello, I'm Greg Harrison with USDA Market News Service here in St. Joe, Missouri with your national feeder cattle summary this week. Well, looking at prices this week compared to last week, calves pretty much this week trading steady to $5 higher. Looking at the yearling market, it's pretty much steady to instances up to $3 higher. We've got active trading again this week as the feeder cattle market continues to rally and hold its gains over the last couple weeks. The month of March has arrived, and it's arriving with spring-like temperatures across much of the country, and we've seen a lot of stocker buyers aggressively readying themselves for the arrival of spring this week and or the arrival of the lamb. But we'll have to see how March plays out, as it could go out like a lion. But grass fever is pretty much in full extent for this week and for probably the balance of March. Demand is still very good for lightweight calves, and it's good for them stockers weighing 500 to 700 pounds, up to 750 pounds. And then them are the kind that are coming off some winter grazing, or kind of got these hardened winter look to them, and carrying good weighing conditions. Cattle futures this week, after a 2-week rally, showed a little bit of fatigue this week, but really nothing major as far as being volatile and getting out of hand like it has in the past. But this week the CME opened up with its new hours, trading hours this first week, opening at 8:30 a.m. Central Time and closing at 1:05 p.m. We still have some caution that's out there existing in the market, especially in the deferred months of the live cattle. We're seeing really an unwillingness to build in any premiums for now, but optimism is still lurking in the feeder cattle market this week, as we saw some good advances this week and good demand on a lot of these cattle. And yearling cattle, big yearling cattle, are also still selling with good demand as well. On Tuesday at Hub City Livestock Auction in Aberdeen, South Dakota, they sold over 7,800 head of cattle on offer and sold over 700 head of 850 pound steers. So with a weighted average weight of 823 pounds, and they sold with a weighted average price of $153.17. And they had a potload of value-added drug-free yearling steers weighing 806 pounds that traded at $165.75. So we got good demand for a lot of these yearlings in the Northern Plains and Midwest, and it's been a good couple weeks for the livestock market so far. Last week also saw good volume movement in the fat cattle trade, as they traded right at 534,000 head, and we've seen higher prices last week in Kansas on live sales, up $3 at 137. Nebraska saw dress sales range from $212, $216 to $4 higher last week. And as of this video, we're still waiting for trade to take place, but certainly this gave support this week to the feeder cattle market. Box beef values have continued higher this week for the most part, but it wouldn't be at all unusual to see a pullback here before Easter. Choice on Thursday closed 30 cents lower at $219.75, and that's compared to last week's close on Thursday at $213.39. So got about a $6 gain there in the last week. Looking at some regional weighted average prices this week in the North Central region, 6-weight steers averaged about $1 higher than last week at $177.97. 7-weight steers averaging about $1 higher also at $162.26, and 800 to 900 pound steers pretty much steady with last week at $150.71. In the South Central region, 5-weight steers about $1 higher at $191.23. 6-weight steers $2 higher at $173.29. 7 weights about $1 higher at $158.32, and 8 weights pretty much steady with last week at $147.30. And looking in the Southeast regions, 4-weight steers steady with last week at $196.94, and 5 weights up $1 at $178.44. That's your markets for this week. Thanks for listening. Be back with you next week.